What's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh and Fit Podcast. We're joined with a special guest, Raphael. He's here in the house with me and Fresh Prince CEO. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship, making money all kinds of ways, man.
Dating everything.
It's going to be a good one, man. It's going to be lit. So what's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Very well, very blessed, wholesome. It's Wednesday, feeling good.
Yeah, man. We got another high-level guest here. I'm gonna let Fresh go and talk about, how this happened, man. Because I'm really excited for this one.
It's funny because the word wholesome, right? That's your word, bro. I heard nobody say that until you, man. So that's funny, man. But I actually saw Raphael Vargas's ad one time on Instagram. I was like, yo, who is this dude? Check out his page. I was like, bro, this guy's living life, man. And you know how some people like fake it online? I can tell that you were genuine and you were very sincere, very humble. And I like that. And they say, you know what? We got a podcast. I got to get you on here, bro. Got to.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Love, man.
Yeah, thank you.
So I want to know, right? Let people know, who is Raphael Vargas?
That's a broad question. I'll start with this. I really believe, one, I'm like a soldier for God. The principles in my life are very simple. God first, family second, business third. And that's literally the entire principle of my life. At the age of 21, at age of 19, I almost got murdered. At 17 years old, I got kicked out of high school my public high school, and went to a high school and alternative school with a bunch of gang members and bad people. And I went from, a good high school boy that was decent in life, and then I just turned really, really bad. And from there, just went through a lot of trials and tribulations. But long story short, all the trials and tribulations of my life led me to my faith in God, and also the direction of my life, which is in real estate, entrepreneurship. And long story short, now, my businesses are doing over $10 million a year collectively. I run a multi-million-dollar Forex hedge fund. I own 250 different e-commerce stores. I flipped over 1,000 real estate deals. In 2019, I trained over 1,000 real estate investors, public speaking, events, things like that.
And how old are you, just so the people can know?
I'm 29.
Boom!
29, yeah.
For all you losers
29.
out there, now you guys know. I didn't get no opportunity. Crying and stuff. This dude made something happen when he came from nothing to something, man.
Nothing,
you know what I'm saying? So where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Washington, D.C., Alexandria, Virginia area.
Okay.
Right in that area. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
D.C. metropolitan area, which is very expensive, very rough, because a lot of people think that, the nation's capital is all roses and sunshines, government employees. It's like, nah, bro. Once you leave the capital area, it's a war zone, man.
And in some areas, I grew up, to be honest, when I was young, I grew up really, really good, really humble, really just mediocre. And then when my father left at the age of 15, my single mother and mentally disabled brother, we were the only ones. And so my mother really had to work hard to support us, and it at that point in my life, it was a lot more of a struggle and challenge than not having mentorship, guidance, things like that.
Yeah, man. I always say fathers keep sons out of jail and daughters off stripper poles, bro. That's very important, man. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So the fact that you're able to make it without one is like a big deal. Do you speak to him now, or?
Not really. He'll call me for money here and there, and I give him money. But it is what it is.
You're good,
still take care of him, still honor him. Still, but yeah.
No, that's good, because a lot of people would, hold resentment for that and not want to, deal with their father no more. So that's piece of power to you for that, bro.
That's being wholesome, man.
Yeah,
that is wholesome
right there
for sure. Yeah.
But I want to know, man, what inspired you to even start these income streams? Because I feel like most millionaires, especially today, have some share in real estate, but not really like Forex per se. But then again, you can let me know if I'm right or wrong.
Right. So, honestly, it was because I was dirt poor. I was 21 years old. I got kicked out of high school, barely graduated. I went to an alternative school full of gang members, and then I never went to college. So I was broke. My mother was working 2 jobs, trying to support me and my mentally disabled brother. And I was just like, bro, I was looking at leaving my brother at home for 16 hours a day. He's mentally disabled. My mom's working 2 jobs and trying to go to school to go get a $50,000 a year salary. Right. You know what I'm saying? I made $125,000 yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And she was out here making $50,000, trying to make $50,000 a year. And so that perception, I was just like, wow, fuck that, right? I'm not gonna watch my brother who can't support himself and my mother hustling overtime, not sleeping. I'm gonna become a millionaire. I made a decision. And then this one dude that I was working a dead end job. He walked in, was like, he looked like he was successful. He got veneers in his teeth, spending $20,000. And I'm like, dude, what do you do? He's like, real estate. I'm like, bro, please teach me how to do this real estate thing. I'll do anything. So give me $3,000. I'll teach you everything. Gave him $3,000. Stole it.
How old were you? How old were you back then?
21.
You were 21.
21.
So you took $3,000. Was that like your last?
That
3K?
was literally. I had to sell like my music equipment to get the $3K, and I got rid of it. So he took everything. Yeah, bro. $3,000 down.
Bro?
Yeah, he scammed me. Yeah, but you know what the thing was?
He didn't teach you nothing.
He didn't teach me. I mean, nothing. He told me about the concept of what he did, which was real estate wholesaling. And what I learned, though, it was the best thing that ever happened, because Tony Robbins talks about this. At the age of 21, you know, it taught me about something called resourcefulness, which is like, okay, I don't have the money. I don't have the rich dad and the rich parents. I have nobody giving me anything. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go on YouTube, go on Google, figured it out, bro. And at the age of 21, it was a long journey. 9 months it took me to get my first deal, and I was struggling. I was going like no sleep, 3 days, no sleep, no food, sometimes fighting with my mom every day. She's like, go get a job. I quit my job because I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm going to do this.
Right.
I'm going to become a millionaire in real estate. I will do it. And I told my mom, and she didn't believe me. None of my friends believed in me. They're like, bro, you didn't go to college. It's real estate. It's a scam. Me and my mom fighting every day. 9 months. I didn't make a single fucking dollar. No money, nothing. And, you know, obviously I'm on my last, and I'm tired. I'm praying to God. I'm crying some nights, bro, like crying, watching my brother suffer, my mom suffer the same thing. And I was like, God, please make this work. 9 months in, closed my first deal, $30,000. At the age of 21, I was turning 22. At the age of 24, I made $1.3 million in real estate, flipping real estate.
That first deal, just to go back a little bit, because I want the people to really like get this in. Because this is the more important stuff, real talk. We do a lot of dating talks on here. You know, we talk about how to get girls, whatever. But, bro, this is like the real stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Very rarely are you able to get in a room with a millionaire and ask questions. And I need guys to like understand that when you around people like this, you need there's a reason I'm writing notes, guys. When you did that first deal, what was the property? What was it like? How much did you earn? Did you make it? Did you buy it, flip it? Did you rent it out? What'd you do?
Yeah. So what I do is what I figured out was real estate wholesaling. It's like, how do because I didn't have cash or credit, right? So it's like, how do you flip properties? That's what real estate wholesaling is. Yeah. Flipping houses with no cash, no credit. So what you do is you find a motivated seller that wants to sell the property for a discount. You get their property under contract, and this contract is assignable. So you can actually sell the contract rights. So once you sign, let's say you want to sell me a property for $100,000, it's worth $200,000 once it's renovated, right? So I say, okay, great. I'm going to get a contract with you for $100,000, and then I call an investor and say, look, check this out. I'm going to sell you this deal for $120 or $130. I'll sell you for $130. You're going to renovate it for $30,000. You're in it for $160. You'll sell it for $200. Now you're making $40,000. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I flip the paper. I get it for $100,000 before I buy it. You have 30-day grace period to buy the property, right? Within that 30 days, I sell the paper for $130, and then I make $30,000.
Bam.
There you go.
Yo,
Just like that.
Getting real estate with zero capital. That's
capital.
That's awesome.
Well, we don't buy it, so we just flip the paper, make the $30,000.
It's contract.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yo, real talk, bro. I got a property they want to sell right now. I'm gonna hit you up. Hey. Here you go, man.
I've done that literally 1,000 times. I did that 1,000 times. I tracked it over 1,000.
And it's funny. You said at the beginning, you stuck out 9 months, which is, it's funny. A lot of people don't know, but entrepreneurs go through a hardship period. And if they had gave up during that period, they would have lost everything. Yeah. But you didn't give up. And you went to YouTube to like learn stuff on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You stuck it out. That's hard to do, man.
That's why YouTube is so powerful. Like I tell people all the time, like if you're going to be on a platform and your goal is to make money, not like showing your ass, you need to get on YouTube, because YouTube's a search engine. You know what I'm saying? Versus like Instagram is just a social media platform.
And college isn't everything. You can learn most things from YouTube, bro. Real talk.
A lot. College is a scam, bro. And it wasn't until me being 30 years old now, because I'm a year older than you, that I'm like realizing that like, yo, college is a scam.
Yeah,
like,
man.
For most people, like unless you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, something that like an advanced degree is required, then I understand. But like if you want to do something like like real estate or investing or whatever, you don't really need a degree.
Bro, real talk. You know Graham Stephan?
Graham Stephan.
He's a big YouTuber in LA that does this real estate. I learned from him how to like house hack. So
okay.
I started getting into house hacking when I first came to America. So for me, YouTube helped me a lot, just like you. So that's awesome.
Fresh, can you explain what house hacking is for the audience real quick?
Yeah, so basically all it is that you're buying a property, a multifamily property, and you're buying at least 3 to 4 units. I mean, you could do a duplex too, but you're living in one of the units, and the other tenants are paying your mortgage. So literally you live for free.
Yep.
And you might get some money on top if it's a good deal for you.
Some cash flow. Yeah.
So,
all right. So my bad. So you did your first deal. I just had to stop real quick, like to educate the audience how you did it. Yeah. Because they're probably wondering, how does this guy get a place with no capital? What? How? So you basically like moved the paper around, found the seller, found the buyer, connected them, walked away with $30,000. And then what'd you do? You said your next deal was
30,000. Then the next deal was like 20,000. And then from there, I just started growing a company. I stared growing a company of salespeople and disposition people, marketing people. And then, like I said, at 24 years old, I made, over it was like $1.3 million at 24. I was 23 turning 24. And just crazy, man. And it was actually crazy. I tracked it in 50 days, the end of 2015, in 50 days, I made 550,000 flipping 2 properties, like development properties. The same way, just the paper.
Okay, this leads into my next question, right? Mm-hmm. How do people treat you now after the success versus back then?
a lot nicer, you know what I'm saying? A lot nicer, but at the same time, like, I walk into a place and like, you talk about game, right? You talk about game a lot on this. And like, I've obviously studied a lot on like rational males and, where superior man.
Exactly. Hey, Rollo, he knows about you, man.
For sure. I've studied on a lot of that stuff. I've done a lot of people like disregard the personal development side of success, like reading books. Like, bro, I used to read 3 books a week. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going out. I was nighttime reading books, wake up in the morning, hit the gym, get on my calls, and then same routine every day. But anyways, like the internal game, right? The internal game is like the most important part, right? Like you said, the multimillionaire, the be able to really look at yourself, higher value as yourself. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, how do people look at me now? I mean, everything kind of talks for itself now. Like the deals are documented. They're really there. I have a Lamborghini Aventador. I just bought a 2020 Rolls Royce Ghost. It's just different.
Real quick, let's flex a little bit. Let's flex a little bit. How much does a Aventador cost?
That's little 350. Little 350.
And the Rolls Royce, how much that
was? That was 350 too. So that's about 700.
Bang, bang. What do you pull up in?
Today? Yeah. I pulled up in the G-Wagon today.
How much is that, sir?
That's the Brabus. That was like a 150. That was a light one because that's why I'm trading the G-Wagon for the Ghost. I had to upgrade,
It all adds up, though.
Hey, it ain't bragging if we ask, right? So
it's not, bro. It's not.
That's fire, man.
No, for sure. Yeah.
We didn't orchestrate that. We're asking it because we want to know.
Facts.
So, all right, go ahead, Fresh. You got the next one.
Yeah, man. So, okay, I want to know, right? Because a lot of people follow us, our audience. They want to know how to make it big in life, right? But what are 3 big mistakes that like entrepreneurs make on the way up, you would say?
I think the 3 biggest mistakes, in my opinion, the number one is really not staying committed, like you said, right? Not committing to a goal, not even having really the first thing is not getting clear about what you want. A lot of people get the shiny object syndrome, right? They want to do a podcast. They want to do this. They want to do that. They want to real estate, e-com, all these different things. They're not in alignment. Like, look, I'm just going to master one thing and get really good at one thing, right? Yeah. They're all over the place. So number one is they're not focused on one avenue enough. They're trying to do too many things. Yeah. The second thing is they're not committed to that avenue, right? Just like you said, like I could have failed. I committed to the avenue of real estate, right? How to become a millionaire in real estate, but I committed to it. So a lot of people would have fell off month 3, month 4, month 5, not seeing any results. I stay committed. So you just can't give up. Yes. Right. So number one is you got to get focused. They're not focusing on one avenue enough that really can generate them millions of dollars. Find an avenue that can make you millions. Number 2, they're not staying committed. They give up too quick. But I really have the theory, if one man can do, another man can do. If one man can become a millionaire, why can't I become a millionaire? Yeah. For real. If that guy got a Bugatti, why can't I buy a Bugatti? Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? If it got 250, I'm trying to be a billionaire with a B. If one man is a billionaire, why can't I become a billionaire? So I really believe in that. So I'm never going to give up if one man can do it. And the third thing is really they don't hire enough mentors, or they don't bring enough mentors in their life. They try to do things themselves. They think they're trying to be too independent, and they don't hire mentors. Like I've invested so much into mentors, into mentorship my whole life. Mentors, hiring them, staying around successful people. Like you said, as soon as you walked in, like Bam Man Capital, like those, like I have so many friends that are worth tens of millions, hundreds of millions. I have billionaire friends as well. You see what I'm saying? And billionaire mentors. So I'm always around that kind of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in church right now, bro.
Yeah, no,
the gospel's getting spoken.
And this is very important because I want to touch on that real quick too. Like people don't understand that you're not going to become successful unless you surround yourself with other successful people. You're the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. And quite frankly, if you want to cut your learning curve down in half, you're going to have to learn from someone that's already done it. You can figure it out yourself and spend the money and the time and the resource and the headaches. But quite frankly, why are you going to try to drive somewhere you've never been before when you can turn the GPS on? The problem, though, is that a lot of people don't want to pay to turn the GPS on. And that's okay, but you got to understand that if you do get to your destination, you're going to have a lot more wear and tear on the car. You're going to be a lot more frustrated. Maybe gas is low on the tank. You're going to be dying when you get to that place. So if you can hire somebody to help you learn quickly, I think mentorship is one of the things that's underrated, because like we live in a world now where like everyone's a conspiracy theorist. Oh, you sell on the internet. Oh, you're probably a scammer. Oh. And it's like, nah, bro, like the receipts speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like success leaves clues, quite frankly. So
yeah, I mean, bro, like success, like I said, how much I said I made yesterday, right? December 1st, right here. This is one of my bank accounts.
No, you got the receipts.
This is because a lot of people talk game, right? But they don't want to show game.
Yeah.
Like this is real talk. December 1st. That was yesterday. What is that? 25,000, 37,000, 50,000. My bad.
Put on camera for these guys.
We gotta show this, man. We gotta show this. Look.
For the haters.
Okay, look, for the haters, right? That says December 1st. This is a live bank account. December 1st, yesterday, e-commerce, 25,000, 37,000, 50,000. So 110,000 in a day. You and like you said, receipts. You're right, though. You're right. The problem is too many people are on Instagram and they're just flexing this lifestyle and renting jets, but they're not showing receipts. So people need to be hiring. And when you hire a mentor, make sure, let me see your receipts. Like that. Let me see your receipts, bro. Show me your receipts before I hire you.
My man pulled out his bank account on camera. That's awesome.
Come on, bro. Who does that? Who does that? I had to show receipts.
Fly ass shit, bro.
You gotta show receipts. Got to.
It's someone trying to teach you how to do real estate, but never bought a property yet.
And for you guys out there, I can't see it on camera. All right, check Fresh's Instagram. You put it on his story, bro. Like,
well, I didn't post it yet, but I'm asking permission first.
Yeah, okay.
Nice. That's good.
But nah, man, that's what's up, bro. I mean, we didn't even ask him to do that, but
definitely did.
That's fire, man.
But nah, man, mentorship is so good. And there's nothing too I wanted to touch on while you were and wrote this down. You mentioned like you need to follow one particular thing, and I think that's very important, because one thing I've learned from like digital marketing, whatever, you can make money being a digital marketer, but the millions, like the big money, where you're making 100 grand months, that type of thing, that's made from having a niche, right? Because like I always use the analogy, like if you take a general doctor, right, like they make a certain amount of money, but who makes the big money for doctors? Heart surgeons, plastic surgeons, niche type practices. So the thing is with you is that, which is very interesting, you started real estate, you built a real estate empire. Then you were able to take that money. Okay, I'm good now. I'm going to funnel that into other endeavors. Because you mentioned earlier off camera that you also manage like Forex money, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, we manage a Forex fund. I invested, I have millions of dollars invested in my own money, and we also raised money of other investors that we manage. But like you said, I focused on one thing and then I invested in other things. Exactly. So we invest Forex, and in Forex in the last 2 months, we've done about $1 million in profits, pure profits.
Bam,
Forex fire. The last 2 months. So Forex is amazing too. Got receipts for those as well, but honestly, like Forex is amazing. There's a lot of volatility in the markets. I know you guys had Q Banks on. Q Banks is a friend of mine.
Shout out to
Q Banks, man.
Q for sure.
Just got the new Lambo too. That's fire.
Yeah.
He got 2 SVs. I'm like,
I saw that on my stories, and I'm just like,
inspired. I'm inspired,
like, man,
bro.
this is lit.
Amazing.
You got the yellow one and the black one, and but yeah, man, no, like that's really important, because like I think people need to understand that like when you start a business endeavor, become good at that. Get enough capital to the point where you can't lose anymore. Then you could take the profits, money that you don't mind losing, and put into something else. So I'll be honest about this. I took some money, put in Forex, right? I put them out that I didn't really care about. I lost some money, but you know what? I was like, all right, whatever. It is what it is. Pulled it out. This ain't for me, right? So, and I left. But I knew my weakness. I think a lot of people need to understand you need to learn something, be good at it. Then you want to take risks later on, another business endeavor. That's cool. But just master one thing first.
Yeah, I just feel like at the same time, like when you start something new and you start making progress, like don't stop. Keep trying to scale it up to the maximum. And then when it's plateaued, then you move on, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what I did with real estate. I felt like I was tapped out and there wasn't as big, there were bigger opportunities elsewhere. And just so you know, I don't trade Forex at all. What I did was I built my personal brand so big that I can connect with the best in the industries, right? Like the best e-commerce and Amazon drop shippers and Shopify drop shippers, and same thing with Forex. My trader's been trading for 11 years. He's worth $25 million like in his bank. So, I partnered with the best, and I'm like, hey, bro, you're the best. I'll give you, some funds. You manage them, get a percentage of the profits.
And that's 25 million liquid too, which is like a big, like people think, oh yeah, I'm worth this much, but what do you got liquid? You know what I'm saying?
Liquid, yeah, very different.
What money can you pull out right now? You know what I'm saying?
So I want to ask, because we talk about the power of Instagram, right? How you can network with people from all over the world, different industries, different businesses. So has Instagram helped you network people all over the world as well?
I mean, bro, it's like the most powerful thing. Yeah. I mean, it's like you're like a mini celeb. Like now I'm like a mini celebrity. Everywhere I'm going, I'm on the highway, people taking pictures of me. Man, I get in the elevator, people recognize me. I'm all over the place. It's just crazy. So absolutely, one, it's been helping me get my message out there and my businesses out there and my brand out there more. But dude, 100%, I've connected with so many different people from all over the world from Instagram, 100%.
And that's how we met too, bro.
That's how we met, exactly. Off
Instagram.
Yeah.
He didn't have to respond to me because I'm a nobody, you feel me? But he was kind enough to say, you know what, bro, I'm gonna take a look, and now he's here.
Yeah,
that's respect, man.
Yeah, man. No, it's great. The part, like, it's amazing how Instagram is like, you know, people look at it as like, because we got a course right now. By the time we put this out, the course enrollment's gonna close. But like in the course, we teach guys how to get girls and also how to network on Instagram. And you know, quite frankly, let's keep it real. People are gonna buy the course because they want to learn how to get girls. But what I tell guys when we do our show, yo, you need to use it to network with other high value men. That's really where you should do it, because as a guy, there's a burden of performance for you as a man. Like, you know, if you don't, how do I say this? There are serious consequences for you as a man if you're a failure. You know what I'm saying? You can't rely on your beauty, your looks, none of that. It's like if you don't earn a certain amount of money, you don't become successful, you're going to have to pay the consequences of that. You know what I'm saying? So the only way you're going to become successful, quite frankly, is that you, number one, you got to be intrinsically motivated, but you also got to surround yourself with winners.
Yeah.
And winners are hard to find. Let's keep it real, right? There's a, you know, to be a 1% man, you're a rare commodity.
Yep.
So how are you going to find these guys? The internet, right? Instagram, whatever it may be. So a lot of great deals, a lot of, you know, big deals are made on the internet, in the DMs, you know?
Instagram, YouTube.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important that people need to look at social media from another perspective of networking to increase your net worth versus just using it to get laid. You know what I'm saying?
Because I see when you post, bro, you post with intentional impact. It's not like you just post like, oh yeah, I'm in my car. It's like, yo, it's a message to my audience. Keep working, and it's like a purpose. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and bro, like I think a lot of people also, they don't realize like I make millions off Instagram. Millions off Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Like there's so much money to be made from Instagram and social media. Like just having the power of that following, not even including obviously, like you said, the high network people, relationships, etc. Like obviously, like finding once you have that brand on Instagram, like people are tracking to you, just like you reached out to me, right?
Yeah.
You came out to me, and there's been a lot of high level people as well that reach out to me and want to partner. So like it's very important, I think, for a man or a woman or anybody that wants to build their brand, to build your following, get like my full-time photographers with me all the time, getting content, vicious pictures, all that.
Yeah,
you need to.
It's very important.
Shout out to him. He's right here.
Yeah, shout out to him,
my man Nev.
What's his name?
Nev. Yeah, my
What's
man
up,
Nev.
Nev? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, no, and you know, let me talk about that real quick, because a lot of people think like, you know, they'll see you in the limelight, but they don't understand that you need to become successful. You got a team propping you up, right? Like they obviously see us on camera right now, you know, doing our show, chatting, you know, whatever it may be, but they don't know you got your man in the back shooting the content. We got our producer in the back, Chris. Shout out to Chris. We got our YouTube guy, Tom, in the house. You know, this dude came from Chicago yesterday. You know, welcome to sunny Florida, right? But we have a whole team here. You know what I mean? And I got my attorney. He just left. He was just here. So, like, you know, to be successful, you got to have a squad with you, man. You know, obviously, I got Fresh with me, you know, and we built the studio together. And if we didn't work really hard and build this, like we were talking off camera, if we had like a, you know, a piece of shit studio, Blue Yeti mics and stuff and whatever, you would have been like in a dirty room. You'd be like, nah, yo, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I think when you take like we said earlier, if you take yourself serious, other people are going to take you seriously too.
100%.
So what are 3 things, Raphael, you would say that for an entrepreneur, they should do to be successful?
Pretty much the do nots. That's exactly what I meant. So like the do nots, the top things are like, again, find an avenue to be successful. When I think successful, there's multiple things I think about. Is like financially successful, maybe $1 million, $10 million, whatever it is. It's gotta be $1 million. I really think $1 million is like broke. Like when if I had $1 million in my bank account right now, I'd be nervous. Like I'm like, I literally feel that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like $1 million is like broke to me. Like it really is. So financially, that's important in success. But another part of success is also like spiritually and like grounded in your purpose, right? Having a clear defined purpose and being in alignment with that. Those are the 2 definitions for me of success: financial success and an alignment of your purpose. So for me, like alignment of my purpose, very simple. I create leaders, dominate businesses and industries, and give millions of dollars. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen I just gave $10,000 cash to people at the bus stop because I used to take the bus every single day while my mom was working, public bus, 2.5 hours just to go back and forth from school, right? So I was just giving $10,000 to people at the bus stop because I knew how it felt, right?
Yeah.
So I was doing that, and I give millions, dominate industries, and create leaders. So you have to figure out what your purpose is, define exactly what that is, so that you know what success even is. Like, what does it mean to be successful? What does success look like for you? What does financially success look like for you? And then what does it look like for you in your alignment of your purpose? You see what I'm saying?
So you mentioned, go ahead.
No, because it could be different, because I feel like for most people, they don't know where to even start. So I say to them, look, bro, try things. For example, you might want to do e-commerce. Try it out. It may be for you. If not, try real estate. Whatever it might be, just give it a try, because you never really know. And then find a mentor that can help you along the way. That learning curve, you can kind of get past it and then go deeper into it.
Right.
Yeah, man. Like I wrote this down and put a little star next to it because you said create leaders, which I think is very important for people. I got to stop it right there real fast, because a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to run a business and I'm just going to be the boss, and that's what it is. But the reality is, if you want to be really successful, you need to be able to delegate things to people. If you're going to delegate things to people, you're automatically putting them in a leadership position to some degree. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if you can't create leaders, then are you a good leader yourself? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are bosses, but they ain't leaders. There's a big difference. You know what I mean? A boss is, oh, just do this. A leader is with you doing it as well, telling you the direction to go, and he's struggling with you. So I just wanted to like definitely touch on that. That's a good point. Like if you're going to delegate tasks to other people, you're basically inadvertently making them a leader, which means, you need to set them up to succeed, right? So that's a good point right there.
All right, but I want to get to the juicy stuff, right, bro?
Okay.
The real juicy nitty-gritty stuff, right? So how is dating for Raphael Vargas with success, man?
Oh man, I keep it very wholesome, mostly very, very wholesome. You know what I'm saying? I keep it very, very wholesome. But dating's been good. To be honest, bro, like you said, like there's an internal game, and what does success really mean? Again, like financial success and alignment of my purpose. Because I'm such an alignment of my purpose, and I'm very obviously financially successful, like women are attracted to me. And I think that women are attracted to me. On top of that, like Instagram, like you said, to pick up women on Instagram, like there's a lot of women that, DM me or message me and stuff like that. But to be honest, like, again, like I'm so in alignment with my purpose. Like I very rarely have time. Now, do I go out? Do I have fun? Yes, I do, for sure. And there's obviously some very wholesome women in my presence always. But because I just like, I'm a very alpha dominant man. I like to have female energy around me, right? It's very important. For sure. But to be honest, right now, I have really big goals, and those big goals are very important for me. So for me, like when the right woman comes in alignment with those goals, then, I'll settle down, and that'll be kind of more my dating. But I'm not, going out and, always at dinner with girls and entertaining women all the time, especially if I know they're not in that clear alignment with me. You see what I'm saying?
Question. I mean, you don't got to answer this if you don't want to, but how many dates are you going on maybe per month?
Per month.
Maybe one per week, if that.
This is the thing. So these are what I call dates. I'll go somewhere and I'll invite women to come with me.
Yeah.
So if that's a date, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a very like and like there's a lot of dating coaches that talk about that. It's yo, look, you're as a man, you're living your life, and women are you're coming along for the ride. You're gonna come along for the ride, and if you're not, that's cool. Yeah. But I'm living my life. Yeah. So there's a lot of those situations where I'm going out with people, I'm going out with friends, I'm going to dinner with people. Hey, come along, bring a friend, do this. So maybe guys, once a week.
Very important. Raphael said he's on his purpose. Yeah. He's going somewhere. He says, come along with me. He didn't say, oh, I'm gonna take you here. He's saying, come along with me. That's very important.
Yeah.
That's fire, man. I want to know then, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
What kind of girl catches your attention? Because for me, when I get DMs, it's like, okay, is she bad? That's one. Is she like, you know what I'm saying, has a cool vibe to her from her page alone? Can I feel that vibe? If I FaceTime her, like, what's she like? And then I can like kind of like vet her off of that. But how do you choose like who to bring over?
That's a hard. Yeah, obviously. I mean, like, let's be honest. We're men. We're attracted to looks. Like, looks is obviously very important. Facts. Yeah. And like, I very much like exotic looking women. That's like for me. I like exotic looking women. But I mean, looks is really all you can go off of typically. But I guess my strategy is I'll go off the looks, maybe DM, get your phone number, and then FaceTime you. I want to understand and see your energy, because for me, energy is very important. Yes. Like I was just telling one of my boys, he's like, yo, can I bring one of my boys around with you to dinner or something like that? I'm like, bro, no, because I don't know his energy. So I'm very like particular about who comes in my energy field.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? So even if you're bad, you might be bad and I FaceTime you. I'm like, bro, your energy's off. You're low level. You're not coming around. You see what I'm saying? It's not. So I'm very particular about who's around my circle. You see what I'm saying?
See, I like that. You vet them. So basically, just like me, bro. He'll talk to her on DMs, basically. You know what I'm saying? Feel her out, FaceTime, and then say, you know what? This is good energy or it's not good energy. And at that point, you can cut her off or keep it pushing.
I think a lot of guys are so happy to get whatever they can get that it's like, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing too, when you talk to a girl like that with what I always tell guys, when you FaceTime a girl and talk to her, you need to treat her like a job interview.
Yes.
Like she's qualifying herself to you, but when you do it the other way around, she's gonna think she's better than you. And quite frankly, we know what happens there.
She belongs to the street.
Yeah, facts. and you this segues perfect into the next question. So how important is it, which it seems very obviously very important, but how important is it for you to like have certain people in your network that you deal with? Like, do you pretty much cut any distractions of any people that are toxic? Like, is that like number one priority?
I'll be honest. Like, I'm actually very ruthless with that.
Okay.
Sometimes I think I'm a little too ruthless, but no, I no, because like what's important for me, I really believe that God built me for a specific reason, and that reason and that purpose is the most important thing in my life. That's why that's why in my life, God, family, business, like my purpose, family, business, God and what he built me for, my family, my business, those are my priorities. You see what I'm saying? So entertaining women is not one of those top priorities. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm very, very ruthless when it comes to cutting people off that don't match that energy or that alignment. Very quick.
Guys, this is a definition of an alpha male right here. High value and wholesome. I like this.
Wholesome, exactly.
Like
and see, that's what wholesome is. You just all that, what I described, that's what I really believe is a wholesome man.
Because see, I had a problem, right, bro? The problem was that like I had so many options on Instagram. I would go on 3-5 dates a day. But I wasn't on my purpose on a day. But he had to pull me in and say, look, bro, stop doing this shit. This is not helping you at all. And thanks to him, I got back on track. But you can get down that path and it can like delude you a little bit. And like, oh yeah, I'm the man. I got chicks and all that. But you're not going nowhere. I wasn't on my purpose, like you said. So that's very important that you're on your purpose.
Yeah, bro. Real talk. Like I've always, I mean, this is my experience. When I'm doing the best with girls, I'm doing the worst with business or like making money or whatever it is. But when I'm like doing the worst with girls, typically I'm making the most money. And when I say I'm doing the worst, I mean like I'm not like dealing with them or whatever. I'm not going on that many dates. I'm not getting laid as much, whatever. But like I'm making way more money because I'm like just like tuning them out and focusing on that. So it's like, I just come to realize like, yo, you can't have both. Like if you're either gonna make a lot of money or you're gonna lose money and like deal with chicks. It's like crazy because like and it's okay because like a lot of people sit there like, oh, well why is that? It's because women have different priorities than men do, bro. They want
to have fun. They want to go to the
girls want to have fun. Like they're not built like I was like. There's women out there that make money and are successful, whatever. But it's like they don't have the same like carnal need that men need to like because we're let's keep it real. We're evaluated on what we create.
Achievers.
Right? You know what I mean? Like if you're a loser as a guy, it hurts. Like girls are gonna want to deal with you. Everyone's gonna be able to make fun of you, whatever. You're gonna be ashamed of the family, whatever it is, right? Because you're considered to be the breadwinner in a lot of traditional societies, right? But like with women, it's like no one's really gonna if you're beautiful, but like you're not like the smartest or you're like you don't make a lot of money. No one's gonna really clown you for that. You know, like just marry up, whatever. But as a guy, I feel like you got to produce. So it's very important that sometimes you have to put girls to the side and focus on, becoming successful, doing what you got to do, buckle down. So, yeah.
100%, man.
But,
so, okay.
Go ahead.
Next thing, right? I want to ask you. So in this case, right, what advice would you give to like young guys coming up? Like, let's say, for example, like I just got out of college. I don't know what to do. Like, or just tell somebody like that.
They just got out of college. Look, and just touching back on the woman thing, like,
yeah,
I want to be honest. Like, I was actually celibate for almost like 2 years of my life from 21. Yeah,
no. Real talk. Go ahead. No, finish.
So like sexual transmutation is a real thing, right? So like you got to ask yourself, like as a man, like how bad do you want it now? Like, I want to be honest, like I really am able to attract a lot of things into my life.
Yeah.
A lot of different women, like a lot, like, cause you got to ask yourself too, how high level women do you want?
Yeah.
How high level woman do you want? And me, like, think about a very high level woman. She's going to only be attracted to a man that's really driven on his purpose, rich as hell. God, you know what I'm saying?
Girls don't date down, bro.
They don't.
Like, they don't. Like,
they don't date down.
Dude,
like,
he knows his stuff,
man.
Yeah,
he knows. Like, yo,
and
real talk, like, a lot of successful entrepreneurs, like, they don't talk about this. And I'm really like, I'm happy that you like said that on camera, like, because guys got to know this.
Yeah.
If you really want to be successful, like, practically anyone I know that's like makes a lot of money, very successful. They went through like a year or two of celibacy, bro. Yes. Like it's common. Like with successful guys.
Monk mode.
Like it's common. Mode. So like, but a lot of people won't admit that. So like that, mad respect to you for admitting that. Cause like, yo, that's real talk. Like you want to be super successful, you got to cut girls for like a year or two.
Remember I said in my story, my first year here in Miami, bro, I'm from Barbados, right? I know I was broke working at Chick-fil-A, making $7 an hour. So I had to say, you know what? If I want to level up, I got to buckle down. And for that whole year, bro, I just worked, hit the gym and slept. And then I went on YouTube, learned about investing and all that stuff. And then after that period of time, I got a better job, made more money, had money to invest. And then from there, literally like it spiraled into like me getting better dates. Because back then, bro, I'd have got like threes and fives basically.
Yeah.
And after that, 7s and 8s now. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You level up and you get better looking chicks too as well.
And the thing is, I'll just say this real quick for guys out there, like, yo, don't be in a rush, man. Because like as a man, your value only increases as you make more money and get older. You know, you're not on the same dating timeline that women are. Women are on our biological time clock. When they hit 30, it's the end of the road, baby. Whoa. But for us, it's like, you know what I'm saying? But for us, it's like, you know, you're just hitting your stride. You know what I'm saying? And like for you were able to make it before your 30s. So like you know, you're in a great spot. But you know, a lot of guys don't get that lucky. They don't really make money until they hit their 30s, 40s, 50s sometimes. So go ahead. I know you got the next one.
All right. So brother, if you could go back in time to, let's say like you were like 18, 17, what would you change, if anything, and why?
I would have hired a mentor a lot earlier because I was trying to figure it out. Well, I tried to hire a mentor and he robbed me, but I would have hired the right mentor a lot earlier because the wrong mentor was, you know what I'm saying? The wrong guidance in your life is not going to produce you the success that you need quickly. So I really believe that the fastest way to success is hiring a mentor. So that's what I would have redone again.
And it's funny because I see your FaceTime calls and I'm like, bro, I kind of want to hop on too because I'm like, look, I'm on this level. I want to get like, to a higher level. And I feel like we're saying like, even learning from you and your experience will help me, even though I'm not like in that same area, just like the mindset will help me a lot too.
Facts.
So I'm gonna hop on one of those as well. You got it?
Yeah, I think we got it.
Cool. All right. And then what are the best ways to make money in 2020? Like, what are the best income streams you would say?
Yeah, e-commerce and Forex. I think are the best time because in Forex right now, the markets are so volatile. So we're able to catch so many pips. We're able to catch so many movements. You know, we made, I don't know, $140,000 3 days ago in one day. You know, so it's like, Forex is so volatile. There's a lot of money to be made in Forex right now. So I really believe Forex is an amazing opportunity. But e-com as well. E-com, if you're starting from nothing, you can build an e-com drop shipping business to $10 million gross a year, like literally from nothing.
Raphael,
you find the right product.
Can you break down, because a lot of people don't know what e-commerce is or drop shipping. They have zero clue. Can you break down like on a remedial level for these guys?
So one thing that I do two different things. So I have a private label brand right now, and we're selling a private label brand. It's like a melatonin product, et cetera, et cetera. That's one thing that we sell on Shopify. We have a lot of ads going out for this product. That's one thing. But the main thing that I do, the main thing that I got started on was Amazon drop shipping. So we were drop shipping on Amazon, and then we were doing it so well, we built a VA team that were like, hey, we can build stores for other people. So we charge people $30,000 to $45,000 to build them an e-commerce store that produced them 3, 5, 10. Some people are making $30,000 a month on the stores that we built them, and it's completely hands off.
Wow.
So drop shipping essentially is, you know, you have a supplier, you're posting these products on Amazon, Amazon sells them, and when they sell, then you actually ship the product from your supplier. So you never buy all the inventory. With drop shipping, you're not buying all the inventory and then needing to sell it. You post the inventory in your store, you sell it, and then once it sells, then you ship it from your supplier.
Gotcha. This is like Teespring is I guess would be an example of that.
Teespring.
Like they order the t-shirt. And then
sure, yeah,
and then the t-shirt gets made there and then gets sent to them. You never hold inventory.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
something.
Okay, yeah. So that would be an example for people out there that aren't sure what, because a lot of people are like, what is drop shipping? What is this? So okay, so you're basically taking out the middleman, essentially, almost like you don't got to actually hold on to inventory.
Exactly. Yeah.
So basically, if I have money that I want to invest, I could come to you. You can help me start out that way.
We can start your store. Yeah, we'll build your store right on Amazon's platform.
That's fire.
Yep.
Bro.
And we built over 250 different e-commerce stores. So on average, our stores are doing like $50,000 to $70,000 a month in gross sales. So multiply that by 250, and that's our gross revenue that we're collectively doing with all of our clients right now.
See, so, I wish
a lot of money.
I wish I had some way to just say, hey, give me some money. I'll invest it for you and make a generating income business for you right off the bat. That's fire, bro.
Because you're saying you have clients that make $30,000 a month with zero oversight almost.
We do it completely, 100% management. Exactly.
That's fire, and they pay you probably to manage the thing for them.
Exactly, and we get a percentage of all the net profitability of the stores. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, and this is the thing too. I want to talk about this real quick because obviously we live in a beer bug world, right? I'm trying to keep it YouTube friendly.
Yeah,
because this definitely needs to go on the tube so people can get this interview. And the internet is the way to make money nowadays, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying? If anything, this pandemic proved that if you're not making money on the internet to some degree, whether even if it's like a small endeavor, a side business, whatever it is, you're susceptible to some problems financially.
Yeah.
You know, and if anything, Amazon stocks probably exploded. They definitely exploded during this entire thing because the only way you could get anything to you was through Amazon. You know what I'm saying? While everyone else was shutting down, closing down, etc., Amazon was hiring people during this time.
Doubling down.
And to be honest, I got into this because I saw COVID. So when I seen COVID coming and it shut down America, that's when I was like, wow, e-commerce is what I need to get into. Got into e-commerce.
When did you know this? When did you? I'm just like intrigued.
Honestly, March, beginning of March.
So you saw it coming.
March. Yeah.
Because Miami shut down like around, I think, March 6th, if I'm not mistaken, that first week of March. Like, did you see, were you like keeping up with the news? You were checking out what was going on in China and everything like that?
This is going to sound crazy, but to be honest, I shut down my real estate company in the beginning of the year because I had bad business partnerships, etc., with my education company. Long story short, but in early February, it was like a calling. This is going to sound crazy, but it really happened. What I did was I went back in monk mode because I was going through a lot of things in my life. And I was like, man, where's the direction of my life? I went to Tulum, Mexico by myself, brought my Bible, brought my journal, was praying, journaling, doing all this stuff. And I felt convicted that God was telling me, like, shut down your real estate company, go into e-commerce. This is before Corona hit. So I made the decision to shut down my company before Corona hit, get into e-commerce 100%, and then Corona hit. And I was like, wow, this makes sense now. E-commerce is going to blow up. And in 7-8 months, we made like $15 million.
Yo, guys, real quick. I want you.
There's a lot there that I got to unpack.
Take this in, right?
Yeah.
He took time to go by himself in seclusion with his Bible, right?
To Tulum. Of all places.
but to process everything that was happening, right? And then make a concrete decision on his next plan. He didn't go to his girlfriend and say, oh, babe, I'm having problems. I can't figure this out.
Yeah, thanks.
He took time to himself as a man and figured it out. That's fire, bro.
That's facts, bro.
And here's the other thing too that I was picking up from that. Like everyone's been going to Tulum during this time, right? Like getting lit, partying, whatever. You went there on a business seclusion, like to like figure out, I gotta like figure out what I'm gonna do. And so you saw it coming. Like what was the because I'm like always intrigued to pick people's brains that like made business moves that were like advantageous during this time. Like what set it off for you to be like, I'm going all in on e-commerce. Like what made you know that the beer bug was coming, Corona?
Like, and like, God doesn't like speak like, oh, get into e-commerce. Like it don't happen like that. It's like you start asking and like, whether you believe in God, the universe, right? I believe in God, but like, whatever you believe in, right? But like, if you seek hard enough, like you're going to start getting hints. Like the universe, the world's going to start talking to you and be like, oh, that's the direction. Oh, that's the direction. You start just getting mad clarity. So there was just a whole collective small things that happened that just led me like, it was just a decision, shut down I was flipping 40 houses a month, 40, 50 houses a month to shut down my company completely and going 100% to e-commerce. But what happened? The pandemic came, title companies shut down, buyers stopped buying.
Yeah.
I shut down my real estate company before that even happened and got into e-commerce, and then e-commerce made 15 million. While everyone was struggling in COVID, I'm like running up the bag. I'm talking about we were making 1.72 million a month. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy. And glory to God for all that, because like that's why it's important to not ask your mom for what direction should I go in, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever it is. Like sometimes you need to ask yourself and go in your own direction. God, what's my purpose in my life? And that's what's led me to a lot of my success, honestly.
Your God is good, man.
Yeah, facts.
Wow.
For real.
100%.
This guy went to the vacation destination everyone goes to sin, and he went there and asked God for help, and he was
wholesome,
wholesome,
baby. Come on,
man.
Very wholesome.
When he said it before, I'm wholesome, I was like, this dude capping. Now I'm like, okay, maybe maybe I'm up here. I need to start like praying to God now.
Yeah,
man. But I feel like most people that are successful at some point take a break from like the world itself and like girls, TV, social media sometimes as well. And it's kind of like they kind of just go by themselves and they just think about things and think about life and they take a little break. But at the same time, when it come out of that phase, more whatever you want to call it, they come on a higher level and a higher wavelength. And whatever happens in that period of time elevates them to another level. Bill
Gates does it every 3 months. He goes for a whole week gone by himself. Bill Gates does it. I studied the billionaires. I studied the greats. Do the same thing.
Yeah, and they all have like quirky habits, man.
A lot of them.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these like the top guys, like they all have like weird habits that like it just keeps them going. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're performing at that high of a level and you run on different gas, baby. You know what I'm saying?
You're not normal.
You're not normal. So you need
87.
Yeah, exactly.
Premium,
baby. So you know you're gonna need different requirements to run that. So
I want to ask you though, bro. Have you met Grant Cardone?
I haven't. No.
Because you remind me a lot of him, man. Because I actually met him.
You even sound like him a little bit. That deep, raspy voice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But nah, that's funny, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, because he's here in Miami, so I'm surprised that you guys haven't like run into each other in a real estate
I was on his
game.
show when I first came to Miami. It's called Whatever It Takes. And I mean, I didn't win, obviously, but like I got pretty close. And I just learned a lot from him. You feel me? Just being in the same room, hear him talking, something like that. You kind of don't like him in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's pretty cool.
No, man, that's what's up. So where can the people find you, bro? I know you got more money to make and everything like that. We appreciate you coming on, and we don't want to hold you on forever, but where can the people find you?
Yeah, I'm very active on Instagram. Definitely find me on Instagram, Raphael Vargas. Yeah. I also do mentorship. A lot of people ask me, how can I learn what you do? You know, how do you learn? You know, how do I do wholesaling? I own commercial real estate, single family. How do I get into real estate? How do I get into e-commerce, Forex? So I teach it. I have a mastermind group. It's only $100 a month.
Oh, wow.
Right? You join my mastermind group. You get 2 videos that I exclusively do for you. We go on a live every single week. So I'm mentoring people.
Nice.
And so join my group. It's only $100 a month. Realmastery.vip.
Realmastery.vip.
We'll put the link in the description as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So so we got your Instagram, we got your.
And I have a YouTube as well. Yeah, Raphael Vargas on YouTube.
Okay.
On YouTube.
All right. Awesome.
Those are the main ones. I blew up on TikTok, so I guess find me on TikTok. I just did a video. I got 1 million views. I got 1 million views on TikTok. Yeah. I was like, what just happened?
Funny story, bro.
1 million views.
We got banned on TikTok, bro.
Oh yeah,
dude,
that's crazy.
We had
our boy. We had our boy. Our boy's a porn star.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sterling Cooper, man. He was here in Miami. Yeah, he's a good friend of ours. We did our first in studio interview with him and Sarah J. He brought Sarah J, the porn star. I don't know if you're a wholesome guy. You might not know. Actually, I believe this guy's wholesome now. I was like, at the beginning, this dude capping. But anyway, but no, like he brought her here, and then he's hung out with us the entire weekend, and we were shooting TikTok videos. And our boy Tom, he runs a TikTok. And we did a couple videos on like, how to get your girl to give you do anal, whatever it may be, on TikTok. And bro, we got banned immediately. Like our joint, we signed it, and we only had it for 2 weeks. We're almost at 10K followers.
But our videos were hitting like 100K views, bro. It was blowing up.
We're blowing up, but like, cause cause our boy Tom is like our social media guy too. We're posting 10 videos a day. We're posting at certain times, all this, social media crap that I don't know about. But long story short, we got banned. But what's your TikTok?
TikTok is Raphael Vargas, at Real Raphael Vargas. Yeah, at Real Raphael Vargas.
And I'm assuming you probably put out content that does not get people banned and helps them make money.
Nah, exactly. It's crazy.
I was telling him, right? Like the space of helping people in business, money, finance is so much needed. And then the reward for giving the value is insurmountable. Like, dude, like I already know Batman Kelvin makes good money. You, Grim Stefan, like when you're in that space, bro, you add real value to people see it and they pay you for it because they know they're getting value.
And real talk, let's talk about that real quick because people like to talk smack about Graham Stefan, Dan Locke, all these guys, whatever it is. Yeah. The thing is this: whether you guys want to sit there and call them a grifter, whatever it may be, they're putting content out to help people. And here's the beauty: when you do this on YouTube, YouTube is going to give you better ads, which will pay you more money. Like the people that make the most money on YouTube are guys that run financial channels or like self-improvement channels to make money. Yeah. Like those guys by far. They're like our stuff, bro. We still get ads because we keep it somewhat clean. But like dating, anything like that it's not. You're not going to get as much money on YouTube because like the AdSense is going to like suppress a lot of your stuff, especially if you swear. So
you know what?
Yeah, man.
Maybe off camera.
Sorry if I cursed.
No. Don't sweat it. Like, cause we ain't going nuts, so don't even sweat it.
Yeah.
Maybe off camera, because we have a lot of students that want to learn like real estate and how to like invest and stuff like that. We could bring you on. You know what I'm saying? We work something out where you get cut and they talk to you. Because really, honestly, bro, This is some really good content here, bro.
Yeah. And honestly, like this is, man, like I always say, like dudes want to chase ass all day, but like real talk, like you need to chase dudes like this, like pause, like you gotta like, chase these guys down. Yo, can I, like dudes will sit there and spend $500, $1,000 on a bag for a chick that don't even like them or on OnlyFans, but they won't invest $100 a month.
Yeah, they
won't invest $100 a month to get in a mastermind and get a Zoom call with someone like that and ask questions real time. You know what I'm saying? And this is why so many people are broke. This is why most Americans don't have $1,000 in their bank account. It's why most Americans can't go into some kind of debt if they had like an emergency $500 fee that they had to pay. This is a serious problem, but what will they do? They'll spend that money on a girl all day. You know what I'm saying? They'll simp for a chick that don't even like them.
Let me ask you one last question. Do you know what it means to be a high value man? Or do you know what that kind of like means, high value?
I mean, I think a little bit, yeah.
Because in this spirit that we're in right now, like high value man just means that like for whatever reason, your network, who you are, just says that like, you know what, he adds value.
Yeah.
So off rip, like you know what you want in life, you know where you're going, and you just giving value and giving content, people can like learn from you. Exactly. And I feel like you like amplify that a lot. You feel me? Like
100%.
High value.
Hey, you have to. And you know what motivated me? This might be good for all you guys that want to learn dating and stuff like this. Like what motivated me was my girlfriend left me at 19. A lot of this motivated me. Okay. My girlfriend left me at 19, and dated and started dating somebody else. And I was like, wow, like I must be a low-level man, right? I must be a low-level man, or I wasn't portraying alpha enough qualities, and I didn't know at the time alpha, all this stuff. But I studied it, right? I studied and I learned. Right. But I was like, bro, I must not be portraying alpha qualities because she left me for somebody else. Yeah. So I was like, bro, I'm gonna be ripped. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be the best. So like high value, like yes, wealthy, successful people want to be around me, and all those are my friends. Women obviously want to be involved in my life and be involved in the journey. I just took a jet. I mean, they're very wholesome, but I just took a G4 jet with 14 very wholesome women on a G4 jet. Me and two of my boys. It was my birthday. So I was like, again, like, this is the thing though. Like, when you really are that alpha and you're that successful and stuff like that, like, even men, like you got to watch what kind of men you're around. Like women love being around a high value man. And you can almost trust women more than men because like men get jealous, bro. Yes. There's a lot of jealousy. Yeah, a lot of men, they jealous because he's successful, did all this. Thanks. So, again, man, I think I'm a pretty high value man.
Dude, no, well, yeah, I mean, that's for sure, bro. And like, I mean, real question, because the people want to know, you know what I'm saying? Where's that girl now? And if she hits you up?
Yeah.
No, because she got married, she got a kid, I think, and bro. She's wholesome.
Does she know what you've become?
I don't know. I think so. I think so.
I bet she's gonna see one day, like, damn, is that Raphael? Oh, I messed up.
Yeah,
I should have waited. Yeah, and now you're too late, baby. Keep going.
Yeah, man. So. I'm glad though, because she was basic. I'm glad she was basic. I wouldn't even notice her now. You know what I'm saying? They won't believe her. They'll be like, "Man, you used to date." She gonna be like telling people, "Damn, you used to date him." They won't even believe her.
Right?
They won't even believe her one day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. It's so funny because I feel like I'm gonna say one more thing. I feel like at certain levels, guys are like, "Oh, this chick is hot. This is the best I can do."
Yeah.
But they don't realize, for the most part, when you level up your life, it's like night and day. Yeah. Like you might be with a 5 right now, and to you, that's the best thing you could get. When you level up, you got 9s and 10s beckoning at your door, and you could choose from them.
Success as a man, success is the ultimate equalizer. You know what I'm saying? Like people always say, "My money make me handsome," and it's very true, bro. Because like women are attracted to security and provisioning, and if like you got that, it is what it is. So.
I'll say this for the audience: stay wholesome, guys.
Yeah, stay wholesome. Very much.
So no, man. Wholesome. Yo, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. Any last words or comments for the people?
Man, I mean, at the end of the day, I would just say very simply, align yourself with your purpose, whatever it is. Make sure you really figure out exactly what you want out of life. Again, success for me is 2 things. Financial success, get very clear about how much money you want to make. I want to be a billionaire. So that's my level of financial success. And then the other part of my part of success is understanding what my purpose is. Why was I built? I really believe that I was built for a reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these mics were built for a reason. I really believe that I was built for a reason. You were built for a reason. And our entire life is figuring out what that reason is. And then when you figure out what it is, now that I figured it out, I'm just always going towards it. And so that's it, man.
Wow. Bam, man. Yo, thank you so much for coming on the
Dude,
show.
I appreciate it, man.
Guys, if you
brother.
want to get
Appreciate
coaching
you.
from
Much
him,
love.
you guys
Much love.
will see the link in the description box.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming, brother.
So.
And we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
We gone.